Hello, one for the 3.14 manifesto for Ultimatum League that coming out in a couple days from now. I think today's Tuesday, so Wednesday, Thursday, so 3 days from now. So videos come out pretty much a couple hours before patch notes, probably about 8 hours or so. Pretty much, manifesto's interesting, and a lot of stuff is being nerfed this league, which I'm not exactly happy. It's some yes, some no. Pretty much what I think about this overall. But pretty much we also got the challenges. It's pretty bad this league. Also, it's the usual, the helmet, the what do you want to call it? The the pet and the portals. It's nothing really go over that. It's pretty boring like always. So the manifesto, I'm gonna try to keep it short. Pretty much, there's a lot to go through. I'm just gonna go through what's pretty much needed to know, based on what I've seen from a lot of people so far. So pretty much, giving us a preview of what we're gonna expect today with patch notes. But they're going over the whole, the low life and all that. Pretty much, they're changing a punishment so that cursed enemies take more damage while on low life. Just fixing that. Talk about the new how the new stuff's gonna use your life to use the skills like we already knew about. Blood magic got split into 2 gems, which we already knew. They're going to fix some. This is interesting. They're gonna fix some of the passive skill trees now. Where you at? So it's stuff that generates fizz damage, as well as fizz damage over time multiplier for the new skills will somewhat get changed. Like some of the bleeding damage and damage over time for bleeding have been changed to just fizz damage, which is going to affect a lot of bleed builds, which I was playing League starting with, but maybe not now. This is to let them apply with corrupted blood pretty much. So they're not going to, and also with the ascendancy of the gladiators, which I need to take a look at when we see patch notes, because this could be good or bad. Not all bleed skills are getting affected though, so it's going to be interesting to see what exactly gets affected and what doesn't on this. So this could be a nerf or a buff, we don't know. Most likely it could be a nerf. Corrupted blood does not count as bleed damage, which we sort of figured. That's much it. Blaze Storm I never really use, so I was going to skip it. Oh yeah, this is something there. There it is. So they are changing Chainbreaker to Keystone. So Keystone no longer removes rage on hit. Instead adds a small rage cost to all skills. This allows us to keep Chainbreaker functions with spells that still lose rage alongside skills that don't. So it should be interesting to see if it's a nerf or buff. I don't know. I've only used Chainbreaker once. Inspiration looks like they got hit. Stuff with Templar, reduce mana cost of skills. Yeah. I know it's a big nerf I'm looking for right now. Oh, here it is. So they did hit the Endagon stacking mana stacker. We don't call it the miner. That build did get hit. So skills that no longer have an associated cost to default. You don't need current mana available to reserve a skill. Even when your mana becomes depleted, you can still enable your aura. I think this is what Endagon got hit with. Oh no, it's this one. Never mind. One below it. So because of this, minor skills now have both a mana cost and a mana reserve. So Endagon, so Endagon no longer provides spell damage without affecting mine cost at all. So Endagon build just died. There is another thing in here. I'll see if I find it fast, but I know they are changing, I believe, the bleeds weapons, the way those work now too. If I can find it. So Atlas changes, which we sort of figured. I guess they're keeping all the what each region had, I guess, is staying the same, which I was surprised how those get shuffled, which I was hoping they would. But apparently they know that some stuff was broken this league, which, like, especially high target values and this Discipline Escort, which is a Harbinger shenanigans. So those pretty much got hit. High value targets, I don't remember which one this one is, but I know this one is for sure. I'll probably take a look after this, see which one this one was. But we knew this was getting nerfed. This was obvious. So pretty much they're trying to, ones that no one uses, trying to buff, and the ones that people overdo, they're going to change them. And they're also trying to fix it so that the that you can't pretty much infinite farm missions anymore. So the ones that provide fewer rewards are getting better. So pretty much the rewards from invasion, exotic goods is being improved. I know they're also... Okay, here we go. So the incursion one, that gives you more magic, at least magic in the incursion, it's getting moved off of GC, and it's getting moved to LE instead, which was the one with the incursion no one really took because that was the Parangus and the Delirium section on the top right corner, I believe, if I'm correct. And Ritual has been added to HH, which I'm surprised they put it in that section, since that section has the Harvest, the Jun stuff, the Essence, and it's replacing the Beyond in there. So that's going to still be the #1 section probably to fill farm this league, unless they really put some shit maps in there, but that's probably going to be my mainly focus. So Beyond's completely gone. Yeah, pretty much. Foul skills, this has already been known. We're not going to go over it, but pretty much just makes it easier on bosses. Oh yeah, Righteous Fire, which now provides less damage to spells when active. Now sacrifices a larger amount of ES and life, which will be interesting for the Val version. Because they felt it was too easy, so Val RF probably got nerfed a little bit, but probably not too much. Balance and power skills. Oh yeah, this is the skill balance that we know of so far. So, sadly, BB, Blade Blast, Blade Fall, Toxic Rain, General Cries with Channeling, which I don't know if people use it or not. Seismic Cry, which I don't even know if people used. This might be the Cry builds then. Karen Golems again, and Vitality are all getting nerfed. We don't know exactly how, but Karen Golems got nerfed last league, and it was still the best skill in the game, so we'll see. But sadly, BB's getting nerfed because this was probably my league start was going to be Blade Fast, Blade Fall, but probably not anymore unless it didn't get hurt that bad. And Vitality is probably only the Divergent. Vitality is getting nerfed again. The Frostbomb Wave Conviction combo is getting nerfed also, so the exposure is lower. Flesh and Stone got nerfed again. Oh, got nerfed from a 25% mana reserve to a 35, which sucks because a lot of build. This actually was a really good skill, and they also nerfed the actual ability of it. Vigilant Strike, not going over. Divergent Berserker, which would be interesting because a lot of people are planning on using it this league. So now it only does a 25% more spell damage instead of the normal 1%. So it's going to be a nerf to spell damage about 50%, or about a big chunk overall at max level 20. So yeah, too much damage was obvious, especially with the enhanced support attached to it. It's pretty fun. More nerfs coming in. So pretty much the quiver, they want to nerf the quiver and bow combo that the BB builds were using. They want pretty much bows only be used for bow builds. So Crit Strike, so pretty much quivers are only going to work with attacks or bow skills only now. It's not going to be overall, so it's going to say the word bow on them, which sucks. Explodey Chest is nerfed again, which sucks. Well, it got nerfed, this is horrible. This is probably the one I'm not exactly happy with them doing. just because Explode Chest is a lot of fun to play with, and now it's not a 100% chance anymore. It's only a regular, it's just a chance to deal only 10th under damage, which is a huge nerf to Explode Chests. Might still be run it, but it's not going to be as sought out by everyone anymore. They're nerfing the Life of Harvest. I don't know if this matters not too much to Desecrate combo with the DD stuff, but they're nerfing the monsters to make them all the same. Hexproof. Modifier allows you to hexproof to apply hexproof enemies. Pretty much with Corpse's Will, unique body armor will no longer allow your hexes to affect yourself while you have hexproof. I believe this is them trying to hit the BV self-cursor builds, which I think is going to get wiped this league. Poison Sexton is gone, so no more self-poisoning yourself for infinite movement speed. They are putting it onto an item, though, with only with capped values. This one sucks also. So Fractured Fossils are getting the same work as Beast Splitting, so you can no longer infinite Fractured Delirium maps anymore. Once you hit it once, it's going to say the same tag as saying split, so you can never do it again. So 100% Delirium farming is pretty much going to be gone now, which means there's not going to be an infinite amount of Scarabs and Breachstones in the market anymore, like there was every league before this. Atlas missions, they're pretty much nerfing the way that we were able to cheat the system and get a infinite amount of Atlas missions. So they're moving the bonus mission chance from Awakening objective. I'm curious now what Awakening objective is going to give you if they're getting rid of the bonus. Pretty much they just wanted to keep it infinite. That's what they're saying. Delirium item quantity and rarity now. They're lowering that much for depth. Passage tree, pretty much AoE, skill effect durations, aura effects, projectile speed on clusters. They know about it being easy to stack that. They're pretty much going to nerf the numbers on it. I'm not sure if it's going to be on the tree or the actual clusters themselves. Probably to the clusters, I'm guessing. Sensitivity changes, Pain Reaver. So pretty much Berserker is getting hit. It could be a buff, I believe. No long limits to attacks. Yeah, they're pretty much making it so that it hits everything instead of just being fizz damage. So Berserker could see more play this league. Immortal, Ambition, Keystone, the Life Leech stuff. Let's see. Whole life is now limited. Oh, it's limited. So maximum total energy shield recover from life instead. So they're nerfing that a little bit. I know Corrupted. Oh, here it is. The Corrupted Keystone that everyone pretty much took to get the 15% or to get the 20% maximum life as ES is now only 15, so 5% reduction there. Not too much. Chainbreaker Keystone again no longer causes you to lose 5 rage per hit. Now instead has skills cost +3. So pretty much just to make it so you can use it with Bane and stuff. And totems that didn't really work. Oh, the bypass the downside, so everything gets affected now. Hardened Scars apparently. I think these are for the spellcasters. No longer grants Fortified. Yeah, pretty much. Necromancer as included and get nerfed again from 8 now to 4. Primal Agnes from the Elemental Bastion elements now. So this is the new the bubble shield they gave you. So now it's a 75 damage instead of 100. I'm curious about that. I think that was everything. Try to make it quickly. There was something I know I missed in here. Trying to figure out where it was. Oh, here it is. That's all I was looking for. This is what I was looking for. I knew this was here somewhere. So they are nerfing the, like I said earlier, the bleed bow, the bleed weapons for the elder bases, which is really gonna hurt bleed builds a lot. So the elder influence weapons modifiers that grant a chance to poison and bleed inflicted with this weapon, deal 100% damage has been removed, which is a massive damage loss for builds. So in their place now will be local poison or bleed damage over time. I'll get to see if this is good or bad. I'm not 100% sure. Because if it's just local percent damage, it could be worse. The double damage chance modifier was too powerful. Of course it was. So they've been changed with an effect that additional. So what to see. And we'll see how much damage it lost. We'll see when they put this into POB. I'll probably take a look at my lacerate build from my League Star last league and see how much nerf it was. If it's a big nerf, I'm not League Star with bleed. If it's a small nerf, I might League Star with bleed this league. Or be Blade Fast Bladefall doesn't hit too much. Depends really what gets hit. And also what patch notes are later today. Probably in about 8 hours or so. Probably find out what the actual nerfs are. So that's pretty much it with the manifesto. It's a lot of nerfs. Some stuff I am okay with. A lot of stuff is going to be annoying, but I think for the overall balance of the game, it's probably better with the POE 2 probably coming out next year or so. Is my quick, but like the bow nerfs is going to hurt a lot of builds now. The fizz damage explode mod's gone. Sucks. Hexproof didn't care. Cell poison never really played it too much, but it is going to slow down a lot of stuff. I'm not. This is gonna be the most interesting one is the fact that the Delirium Orbs now is probably gonna be more valuable in this league, so I'm hoping those get buffed on drop rates. Since you can't really do the 100% Delirium now, people are just gonna make their own quick maps, and maybe fraction them, at least get 2 of them, but we'll see. So I hope you liked the video. If you'd like to see, subscribe down below. Follow me on Twitch, and next video will be the patch notes. Will probably be tomorrow's video, depending on what time they come out today. So thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one.